Extreme Wrestling WWE 2011. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another live stream here. And today we're looking to get to, hopefully, well, close to No Way Out. Can we do it? Well, let's hope so, but we're going to try and get as close as we can to No Way Out and finally play some TW on stream again. It's been a while, but we are back, and I'm happy to be back. As everyone's coming into the stream now, good to see you guys. Meme Star, Total Extreme. Hey, you got the name for it. Crazy, W2K, Hugo, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Raven, welcome again. Good to see you guys. Well, today is all about fixing my sleep pattern so we can stream more. Obviously, we haven't been streaming a lot lately because my sleep pattern hasn't been right. I'm doing an all-nighter today. It's 6:30 a.m. right now. I'm doing an all-nighter, and I'm going to try and stream for as long as I can. So if I'm a little bit tired in today's stream, you know why. I haven't slept yet. I'm trying to do an all-nighter, trying to stream for as long as I can, and hopefully fix my sleep pattern, and eventually, this week coming, stream more. So we'll get this series back up and running again, because obviously we've been a little bit slack the last month or so. But let's get into it. So let's have a recap. I need to recap myself, because I've forgotten what's been going on. We had Vengeance, which is a Raw exclusive pay-per-view, 96 rated. Randy Orton defeating John Cena on that show to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista, Rey Mysterio defeated the Machine Guns, Gold Justice, and the Straight Edge Society in a fatal four-way tag. Kane had a count-out with Mark Henry. I guess those two, yeah, they just keep on beating each other up in the parking lot. Victoria had an argument with Love Lee, kind of started a feud there. Ryback and Mason Ryan defeated Slayer and Gabriel. And Del Rio beat Colt Cabana as well. And to kick things off, Broken Matt defeated Dolph Ziggler for the US title as well. 96 overall, helped by a tremendous main event. So there you go. No Way Out is our next pay-per-view, which will be a Smackdown exclusive pay-per-view. So we need to start establishing some Smackdown storylines. We obviously have a lot of storylines here because we recently had, before that, One Night Stand, I believe, or are we about to have One Night Stand? I stand corrected. We are about to have One Night Stand. Okay, so our next pay-per-view is One Night Stand. I thought One Night Stand already happened. No, so One Night Stand is our next pay-per-view, and that's going to 100% happen in today's stream. So we'll get One Night Stand. So I don't think we'll get to No Way Out because of that, but hopefully we can get another week or two after One Night Stand, rather, to get closer to No Way Out. So we do need to start establishing SmackDown feuds, but obviously I guess we should probably focus on ECW to wrap things up here. Samir, welcome. Scratchy, Chrissy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just Max, welcome. Storm, Crispy. Elite, I'm going to be starting to continue your TNA save as well. It's good to see. We've already had, like, I think 4 or 5 people continuing the save, which is awesome because that to me is like the ultimate compliment, that you've enjoyed the series that much that you want to keep playing it yourself. So that's really cool to see people doing that. And if you are going to continue playing my save through of TNA, tweet me. I'd love to see every time you do a pay-per-view or a big moment. Tweet me. Love to see it all. I've been enjoying the tweets so far.
I knew you'd come.
Samir, of course, hits me with that subscription. Samir, once I finish streaming, get on Fortnite, and I'll whoop your ass like I always do. I'm not quite back to my best yet, but I'm getting there. My sniper game was nasty tonight, but it doesn't have to be that good to one-up you, Samir, since you're not that good. Meme Star, thank you for the bits as well. This 2009 one has given me plenty of restless nights. Absolutely adore this game, especially this one. I appreciate that, man. Look, it's been a while since I've played them, obviously, but I want to get back into it and really start to, enjoy it a little bit more. So I'm just looking at any potential feuds we could end. I guess Del Rio beat Colt Cabana clean, so we could probably wrap that feud up and just scrap it. Multi-man match, that's for ECW. But the Raw tag situation, maybe Batista and Rey could focus maybe on just the Machine Guns, perhaps. Cena and Orton, is there more left in the tank for this? Cena and Orton. Oh, so this is the second time Randy's beaten Cena. So this feud... Yeah, this feud's probably done. So we need a new world title feud for Raw. So we'll end that. And, okay, so we'll focus on ECW this week's worth of shows, and then we'll take more of a closer look at Smackdown. At least for when we get to Smackdown, we might establish another one, but for now, we'll focus on ECW. Thank you for the subscription as well, by the way, Samir, you're a legend. Total Extreme, I got 3-100 on your TNA TWC. There you go, I can't even do it. Very, very, very good job. I could never crack a 100 rated match. I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't put the right combination together, but there you go. Jeff Jarrett's too old to wrestle now. Jeff Jarrett's only 40 in that save. He's quite young compared to a lot of the guys there. And plus, he's still very, very good, Jeff Jarrett. He definitely is good enough to be main event talent in that mod. Whereas guys like Sting, Flair, Scotty Steiner, they're more on the tail end. What do I think about France winning the World Cup? Look, I thought Germany was going to win it when things were going to, before the World Cup started. But if it wasn't going to be Germany, I honestly thought France had a really, really strong chance. So I'm not that surprised that they got the win in the end. And I had a bet on France as well, so I was pretty happy they won. You were going to put Cena over Randy at the next pay-per-view? Was I? Well, there you go. But I don't know about that. Would I put Cena over Randy? What's the situation with Raw? So Batista and Ray are wrapped up elsewhere. Shawn Michaels needs a match for SummerSlam. 100%. We've got to use Shawn there. Randy, there's nearly no one for Randy to lose to other than Cena. So maybe we shouldn't have ended that storyline. Not that it matters, we can restart it and get there anyway, but Cena, does he deserve another title opportunity though? That's the thing. I guess you could go Cena wins the belt, that way you can reintroduce Shawn Michaels to the situation. Because there's really no one else for Randy to feud with unless you want to pull Rey Mysterio out and finally do the Orton and Mysterio feud that I've been wanting to do. Yeah. The Marker, welcome. D-Mill, thanks for coming out, man. Welcome to the stream. Sting needs a bump. Yeah, I agree with that. Lashley and Brock took MMA fights. You're not the only one. Someone else had that same issue. HBK vs Morrison. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to do that, didn't I? Alright, we could probably still do that. Levac, good to see you again, man. Meme Star, thanks for the bits. What's been your favorite thing about the series? I guess maybe the rise of John Morrison's been really cool. I've enjoyed that aspect of it. I think the coolest thing is probably making ECW decent. I mean, look at Mr. Kennedy, 90 popularity. It's kind of ridiculous that these guys are so popular at the moment. But yeah, so it's been cool to see these, ECW do so well, and some guys that perhaps wouldn't get the title run an opportunity to shine, get over. So I'm not sure, what's the deal? Are we gonna give Cena another shot? I mean, we might have to. Since we've already advanced, I can't see what our next pay-per-view is. So maybe we'll just leave the world title situation for this week, and we'll kind of maybe transition into focusing on something else. Matt Hardy did beat Dolph Ziggler for the US title, so we might do an angle there to start things off with Matt Hardy and Dolph Ziggler, so they can have a promo to kick Raw off, and they can do that. Wants to go without a script, okay. Will it be signing any big names soon? Well, look, if the big name pops up, sure. I don't know when Kurt Angle... I don't think Kurt Angle's going to be popping up anytime soon, but he's probably obviously the next big name that I'd like to get. Congrats on finishing the TNA save. Thank you. Appreciate that. I've been watching 1997 WWE and WCW, so my my brain at the moment is really kind of focused on old school stuff. So kind of transitioning back into the current day or near current day with these mods will be a little bit interesting. But yeah, so I'd say my next save, well, I'm definitely going to be doing a 97 save. So my next saves will be focused on that. I don't know if I'll do them on stream or not, because I don't know how much of an interest there would be in doing an old 97, for example, save, because a lot of you guys, including myself, were very young or weren't even born when that was around. So is there interest in that? I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm headed at the moment. We'll do Victoria. She can have a match. Give her a win. And we'll give her one. Who's a low-end chick? Not really. Melissa. B3NVC, thank you very much for the bits. On vacation right now, but luckily I can watch. Awesome, man. Appreciate you coming out. Victoria, give her the win. I'll have Victoria call out or challenge Katie Lee, because I think that's the feud, yeah? Lovely versus Victoria, yeah. So we'll have a challenge Katie Lee. What's your thoughts on Randy turning heel? Not a bad idea. Always good to freshen him up. Viking Atlas, thank you so much for the bits, man. Appreciate that. You did a 97 save, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Fortnite Zocker. Appreciate that. Have Masters beat Matt for the US title. Very good possibility. Natty, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Raven, thank you very much for the bits. You're getting me through a painful back tattoo. Ooh. Don't have any tattoos myself, so I don't actually know the pain. But a back tattoo, if it's a full-on tattoo, I'm sure that's a massive tattoo, and I'm sure that took ages to do. And I'm sure that hurt a lot. Some people don't find them to hurt that much. Others, you know, cry like a baby, so depends who you are, I suppose. Let's feature some of the tag teams we've got going on right now. We'll get straight to Society a win. So obviously I started booking my 97 save. I've been playing around with it a little bit. And obviously when watching the old stuff, I noticed that all them TV matches are like 5 minutes long. So it's kind of weird booking that compared to now, where I'm like, long. Let's do as long as matches as we possibly can so we get the best rating. Whereas back then, you kind of got to book this car crash style where everything's in, 5 to 10 minutes. So I could potentially be booking a little bit like that here today, just out of habit. Chris Masters. We'll have Chris Masters cut a promo on Broken Matt. Let's insert him into the feud if he's not already there. So we'll put him in there. Maybe do a triple threat match some point. And we'll give Chris Masters a win just to back that up. And who we got? Well, we go Brian Kendrick. Have we done this match before? Just the one time? Yeah, hey, got 83 rated when we did it. Pretty cool. We'll do 15 minutes. When's AJ Styles' contract up? Not for a while. Can you re-sign Evan Bourne? No. Evan Bourne turned his back on the WWE, so he's done with me. Get a BPZ tattoo when I hit a certain amount of subscribers. Oh. If I hit 100k, would I get 100, like a BrendenPlayz 100k tattoo? Just a little. I don't know. I don't really want a tattoo, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not into tattoos. My brother is tattooed basically head to toe. Like, it's ridiculous. Whereas I don't have a single tattoo, and I don't really feel the need to get one. You see, I'd rather have the 100k YouTube plaque than a 100k YouTube tattoo, you know? But, yeah, I don't know. Something I could think about. But never really had an aspiration for tattoo. I mean, I've never been, shut the door on it completely. It's just been a fact of I don't feel the need. There's nothing that I want tattooed on me. So we don't have that Machine Gun and Gold Justice feud anymore, so that's a bit old. So Natalya can cut a promo with Michelle McCool after she lost her Divas Championship. So she can cut one there and kind of talk about that. I think Layla might have cheated or something in that match. So let's give John Cena a win to bounce him back after a tough loss.
Delete! Delete!
Oh, thank you so much for the donation.
Delete!
Coming in hot, the 15 bomb. You weren't kidding about how hard going from local to global is in your other videos. I'm 6 months into starting at small and it's extremely challenging. Much love. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate that. Look, I have tried to do a local to global and it's so agonizingly painful when you start out, because trying to get from local to small is so difficult because you got no money, there's no one to sign, there's no wrestlers to use that's any interesting. When you do get to small, you should have a little bit of money, you should be able to make a couple of signings here and there, and it does become a little easier as you grow, but it takes a long time to grow, and obviously 6 months in, and you started at small, so you didn't even start at local, and there you go, so you're having problems there. Money's always the big issue, especially early on, trying to book shows. Some people do, obviously, you know, they give themselves 20 grand or something like that to start. Others, I think that the real legitimate challenge about it is starting with zero. So you have absolutely no money at all when you start out, and then you try and obviously gain money and continue on. So if you do it that way, it's very, very challenging because, you know I did it, I mainly did it in EWR, Extreme Warfare Revenge, rather than TW. And on that one, you can kind of sign a few wrestlers that are super dirt cheap to get you by, but yeah, you're always going to be in the red for a long time. But if you can make it through that first probably 12-month period, it definitely gets easier. I think I got to a cult was the highest I got, so you know I could have went further, but I was kind of through with it by then. Yeah, so what was I doing? John Cena needs a main event opponent. Well, he beat up Alex Shelley not long ago, last week on Raw. So we'll do Chris Sabin this week. Just because Raw at the moment, it's got a while till its next pay-per-view, so we can have just a bit of a Gaga show where not a lot really happens, or nothing really major, and then we'll kind of, you know, the next week kick things off a little bit more. Maybe Randy Orton can have a little hype video after he won. And we'll drop a minute off this match. Alright, let's take a quick look at the results. 100 rated for Broken Matt and Dolph Ziggler. Promo after their match at the recent Vengeance pay-per-view. Matt Hardy is the new champion. We need to change Dolph Ziggler's photo. Victoria versus Melissa, 73 rated. They have good chemistry. Victoria 73, nice. Melissa 54. And then Victoria challenged Katie Lee afterwards. Wang Yang and Yoshitatsu versus Straight Edge Society, 73. Chris Masters promo on Broken Matt, trying to get himself into that feud, 91. He then beat Brian Kendrick in a 76 rated match. Natalya, 82, about her promo on Michelle McCool. Hype video for Randy Orton, and then the main event, 82 rated, Cena and Sabin. So yeah, bit of a nothing show, but, you know, we wanted just to get through it, whatever. You know, following up from the pay-per-view, we'll start to, I guess, build a little bit more in the future weeks. Neville wants to get brought up to the main roster. He feels as though he's ready. I mean, good stats. Pretty good stats indeed. He probably is ready, to be honest. Tatsu wants a few more wins, as does Wang Yang. That's a shame. And Austin Creed, Xavier Woods, pulled his hamstring. How long does that keep you out for? It doesn't keep you out. So as long as you don't tear it, you're okay. Tom Pritchard, he'll get himself a new developmental contract as a trainer. There you go. Let's take a look. Can you remask Kane? Give him a monster push. Kane actually kind of sucks on this mod. He's 44 and he's showing it. He's just not very good anymore. What was your thoughts on Extreme Rules? I thought it was better than some of their recent pay-per-views. I didn't mind it. I thought I had some pretty cool moments. I thought the main event was a little bit underwhelming, but not bad. I thought the crowd ruined it. You know, doing the whole Royal Rumble countdown thing was so... Oh my god, that was horrible. I mean, that crowd should honestly be ashamed. It's some crowds really do ruin a whole show. Like, that match wasn't the best in the world, but it certainly wasn't bad, but the crowd just... It ruined it. It really made it hard to kind of get into it, because the crowd took the whole focus out of the match and put it on themselves, and I hate crowds like that. It's disappointing. But that's how wrestling fans are these days. You have a problem getting from regional to cult since they have to do multiple shows a week to keep the popularity up in other areas, but that money issues occur. Yeah, I suppose trying to get that TV deal. If you can get a TV deal, you're fine, but if you can't get a TV deal, that's when the issues come. Make Stone Cold special ref for Orton and Cena at SummerSlam. It's not a bad idea. I don't know if we'll do Orton and Cena at SummerSlam again. Check when Styles' contract is up. It's not for another year or two, man. It's not for a while. We've checked it heaps of times. I know it's not anytime soon. Sabu had to be sent home. Oh god, did we suspend him again? We'll find him. Drew McIntyre got in a fight with Kevin Nash. Well, Drew, that's not a wise decision. Drew and Kevin Nash having some issues. So not all fine and dandy in ECW. Do you have Alex Riley? If so, do you have him with The Miz? We do have Alex Riley. And at the moment, he's on Smackdown. The Miz, I think he's on Smackdown too. At the moment, we've got Maurice managing The Miz, because they're actually dating in the mod, so we went for it. But Alex Riley, yeah, definitely could put him with The Miz. Something that we probably should consider. It did happen in this time period, and that might be a good way to help get Alex Riley over. So we might start building towards that relationship. Let's try and start planting some of the seeds for that. Okay, Knight with the 5 months in a row. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Sorry I didn't play Fortnite with you. I should have played. I haven't done it yet, but we'll get there. Hopefully this week. I mean, obviously Fortnite's been pissing me off, so I haven't really been wanting to play it. But tonight I enjoyed it. I played a little bit better, so I'm starting to get back into it again. But who knows how long that'll last for. Maybe a day or two and I'll be sick of it again. But thank you for subscribing again. Appreciate it. Can you split Edge and Christian up and the feud wins Christian, and after the feud he goes against Undertaker? So Christian wins the feud and goes after the Undertaker? Yeah, possibly. We will split them up eventually. I don't know if they'll have a full-on turn or a feud against each other. But obviously you can't have these two guys hogging up the tag division for far too long, because there's more important things for them to do, like, you know, be in the world title picture. Doesn't Saban look like Dean Ambrose with the hair? Yeah, a little bit. Main event Homicide vs Mr. Kennedy. Yeah, alright, let's focus on ECW. So what do we got going on? So, ECW, RVD and Homicide, that match will take place. I don't know if RVD will win that. Possibly. Homicide's been champion for quite some time, the hardcore champion. He's legitimized the title. Rollins and Rude versus the World's Greatest Tag Team. They are... I think they are still tag champs. Yeah, Rude and Rollins are still tag champs. I think... Not sure if World's Greatest Tag will win it back. They might. and then we start planting the seeds for Rude and Rollins to feud. Dudley's versus Sabu and Dreamer. Well, God, we can't even do anything with that this ECW. Let's hope Sabu can turn up on the upcoming pay-per-view and actually show up. Jericho Big Show, that's still going on, so we'll end that. Sheamus and Mr. Kennedy, that's still a thing. That's barely even blossomed yet, so we need to do another thing with those two. They've had a promo, and they've had a challenge segment, so... And then we've got a big multi-man match. I think we'll determine maybe the number one contender, I suppose the idea behind that was. What are the dates for Melbourne? October... I want to say October 6th, I believe. That's when the show is on. Yeah, but it's at the beginning of October. I've already booked a hotel. I'm going. I'll be there. I haven't bought the tickets yet because I don't know. I don't know how much money I want to spend on the tickets. Will they bring back King of the Ring? If you can fit it in the schedule. No new storylines. Yeah, nothing really happened on Raw. Raw was a bit of a gaga show. Nothing really happened on that show. You didn't really miss too much. Alright, so... let's do Mr. Kennedy and Sheamus out there. I was thinking maybe like a... I was thinking of like having all world champions out there and having like a big champion thing where all like the top guys kind of talk about the championship and how big of a match it is, but I don't know if that would really suit. I'll just say Kennedy provokes Sheamus. A brawl commences and is broken up. So we'll just do a pull-apart brawl between the two. Kennedy could be his arrogant self, provoke Sheamus, and we'll do a bit of a pull-apart brawl just to hype things up, because I think that would kind of work with these two. So we'll get some low-end guys out there to break things up. And see if they can maybe scab some popularity. One more. Who can go out there? Kurt Hawkins? Yeah, fine. Give it some time. What's the next opponent for The Undertaker after CM Punk? Haven't thought that far ahead yet. Will we go for some drinks? Hell yeah, man. I'm in Melbourne, so I'll be there. If you want to go for some drinks, I'm keen. What else we got? We got a multi-man match. Is Carlito in that multi-man match? Who's in it? Carlito, Drew Mack, Kofi, Mike Knox, MVP Zack Ryder. Okay, so I'm sure we've probably done a lot of these combinations already, but maybe we'll do Carlito versus JTG. How's JTG? 15-8 popularity. Carlito versus JTG. We'll give Carlito the win just to boost him up a little bit before it. Still back at Money in the Bank from 2010 on your channel. Did you create the W Network yet? Yes, I think I have. With NXT on it. You coming next month? Alright, man. Well, let me know. We'll meet up. Yeah, we'll do that. The new golf thing, that's... I want to go definitely 100% check that out. But it does seem like, obviously, it's best if you go with like a group of people. So, it's be a good time to do that. WD Jordan, welcome to the stream, man. Great to see you. Van Dam could just do a promo on Homicide. Actually, I'll scrap that. We'll do something a bit more with RVD. RVD brings out, yeah, we'll go a truck full of weapons. Demonstrates how he will use them on Homicide. So RVD can bring out, you know, a truck full of weapons. He wheels them all out there, throws them into the ring, kind of demonstrates. He might have like a dummy there or something, just kind of demonstrating how he's going to use them on Homicide to kind of show that, you know, he can go extreme, that extreme side, just to kind of hype up that hardcore aspect of their matchup. So something a little bit different there rather than a straight up promo. We'll obviously play the 2009 using Ring of Honor, making Steen, Generico, and Strong Styles, or even a current day to either make Ring of Honor or Impact the #1 promotion. Trying to make those companies #1 promotion in a current day mod is very close to impossible, especially an Impact mod. Ring of Honor may have a chance. New Japan would have obviously the best chance of doing it, but you'd be #1 in Japan, not really globally. It'd be very difficult to make it #1 globally, but definitely you could do #1 in Japan. But yeah, Ring of Honor. The reason why I don't play any of those is because I don't watch them and I don't really have much of an interest in them. Whereas I have watched a fair bit of TNA, and I do like some periods of time of TNA. I do mainly just watch WWE at this point, and even lately I've been struggling to watch WWE, so I haven't really felt the need to watch any more. I've been watching more older stuff, like I said, WCW. I've been watching some Nitros and Raws from the '97, so that's kind of been what I've been watching lately, watching those. I'm the G-Man, thanks for the follow. Alright, so we'll go Davey Richards. We'll give him a match. He can take on Drew McIntyre. Like I said, we gave Carlito a strong win. We'll do the same here for Drew McIntyre before the multi-man match. And we'll whack... who can go on commentary? Nah, we won't go on commentary because that will probably affect the rating of it. We'll do MVP cutting a promo on Kofi. He can kind of identify Kofi as his main target. Today's Impact is quite good. It's really on the rise again. Thank God for that, because if it goes any further down, it's over. Bubba Ray and Devon will give them a match, obviously hyping up, getting ready for their match at the pay-per-view. They can take on the Usos. Should be a decent match, to be honest. Have we done it before? Not really. Make it a long match, give them a real chance to prove themselves. Put Tommy Dreamer on commentary to advance that. And we just need a main event now. So, Y2J versus Hassan for 99. Damn! Can't quite crack the 100 there. That's a match that should be 100. The recent role was abysmal. We're getting Reigns and Lashley two times. Look, I didn't mind it, honestly. I like Lashley. I think he's got a lot of potential to really be good. And Reigns, yeah, I think it was kind of shitty that it's going to be Reigns and Lashley again. I think it would have been cool if, I don't know, you don't really want Seth Rollins losing, but maybe Drew McIntyre in that spot versus Lashley, something a little bit different, would have been cool to see. I don't know. I don't think they were in the same match. I think Drew was... Yeah, so that could have happened. But yeah, but they went with Reigns again, trying to pop a rating. I think... I mean, I'd like to think Lashley will win, set up for Lesnar and Lashley. Because Reigns and Lesnar, sorry, just doesn't interest me. You know, we've seen it so much and it's been dragged out so long. But I still think that's probably where they're going to go. But, yeah... It would just be good if we did see something a little bit different, but, you know, it's WWE. Big Show can have a match. And maybe not. Maybe we'll just go a tag match. Big Show can team with Kofi to take on MVP Chris Jericho. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go RVD. Yeah, okay. RVD. Big Show. Homicide Rollins. Homicide Jericho, rather. It hasn't happened before, so why not? And we'll let Jericho win via cheating. And we'll go 2 minutes off that. Alright. ECW's done. We need a storytelling match. No problem. Boom. Lesnar's gonna make like 5 mil if he's fight with DC. I don't know about 5 mil, but I probably would say he'll make at least 2.5 million. But yeah, you're right. He's gonna get paid big money. I mean, it's such a mismatch. Like, Lesnar just towers DC. Like, he's a monster in comparison. But DC, I mean, he's a good fighter, so you might be able to beat him. It'll be interesting to see if Lesnar can get off the juice. We kick things off with Kennedy and Sheamus confrontation. Kennedy provoking Sheamus. It got all broken up though by some of the guys in the locker room coming out. Carlito going to win over JTG just to give him a win because he needs one. RVD 88 for his promo where he brought out lots of weapons, kind of demonstrating how he's going to use it on Homicide. David Richards and Drew McIntyre one-on-one, 81 rated, Drew Mac 79, Richards 65. Unfortunately, Richards is not getting the push right now, just focusing on some other guys, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. MVP promo of 90 on Kofi. Dudley's and the Usos 75, not bad at all. Still one Uso, very much better than the other. The Dudley's pretty similar. Main event was Big Show and RVD versus Homicide and Jericho, 84 rated. Big Show and Jericho 90 apiece. RVD was much better, 79. Homicide 85, gives us an 87 overall. Kev Vaughn, welcome to the stream, man. Can you make a Spotify playlist of all the songs you use? I don't use Spotify, but something to think about. The Rock is left. He's going to film a movie. He'll be back in 4 months. Back in time to use him for WrestleMania. Nathan Everhart. Okay, so there you go. Jason Jordan. Very exciting. He's coming to NXT. Damn, that is exciting. Whew. Book 2004 WrestleMania got $2.99 for Benoit, Michaels, Triple H, and Guerrero vs. Angle. You just recreated it, didn't you? $2.99s, I could see that. Yeah, that's probably a fair, real judgment. Both those matches are good. Alright, so 2 more days until next show. Ric Flair, the best manager in the world. Okay. We don't even have Ric Flair under contract, which is interesting. You'd think we'd have Nature Boy. Surprisingly, we don't. Alright, let's keep on moving along. Finley's contract is up. Which is kind of funny because one of my WCW 1997 mod, Finley's obviously with WCW back then, and Finley was the first guy in my playthrough that WWF poached from me. Well, I think they're going to poach me because they were offering Finley like a 5-year deal, and he's 39 years of age back then. I'm like, nope, you can have him. So, yeah, kind of funny that he's here again. Another subscriber coming in. B Tyree, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Really, really appreciate that so much. Welcome to the family. 3 months in a row, actually. There you go. Now, there's a loyal fan. 3 months in a row. I really, really appreciate that. And I thank you even more because obviously I've been streaming as much as I would like to have done. So to keep on subscribing despite me being a little bit lazy, I appreciate that even more. What else we got going on? Jey Uso politics. What are we going to do about Finlay? Are we going to re-sign him? He's now a road agent. I mean, he's a good road agent, so... We have... Yeah, he has actually retired, so... We don't really want to use him anymore in the ring anyway, and that way we don't have to pay as much for him. We'll let him retire in peace. Give him Hassan the Smackdown Money in the Bank in 2014. Oh, there you go, 2014. Natalia's contract's up. Alright, we don't want to lose Natalya. We'll give her a big contract, 5-year deal. 17 grand a month, even a bonus if Vince allows it, he will. What'd you miss? We've booked a Raw and an ECW. Gerald Briscoe. Can't let good old Gerald go. We have a bit of a mainstay in the WWE. Give him another deal. Mystico's doing a tour in Japan. I mean, we probably should sign Mystico. He was in WWE by now. Austin Aries is doing the same tour. Still working in the Ring of Honor. Thought he'd be TNA by now. Briscoe's doing it as well. Alright. So, let's do SmackDown. Now, with SmackDown, we need to obviously establish some new, rivalry, something new there. Okay, so we've still got a good 8 weeks until SummerSlam. So I was just looking there on what we need to kind of think about doing. We've still got some time in between now and SummerSlam. Let's keep going. Alright. So, recently on SmackDown, let's take a look. Andrew Christian defeated John Morrison, Triple H. Well, that would have been a good match, and it was. Joe beat Tomko. Eve beat Jillian Hall. PWO. Oh my god, yeah, that's right. Beat Eddie Levine and Solomon Crow, some job guys. Ted DiBiase beat Daniel Bryan. Okay. Right. So with SmackDown, I mean, I guess we could give the PWO an opponent, a feud. So... this will be easier if I just look here and look at my teams who I've got. So heel tag team. Who would be a good opponent to kind of feud with the PWO? I think it might be Lewington and Barrett because what I want to do is have them kind of say how much of a joke they are. And also it's a chance to spotlight them. So Lewington, I don't know how you spell that. Lewington and Barrett. Lewington, yep. And sweet Papi Sanchez and Santino. My goodness. Why did I ever do that? I don't know. What's wrong with me? Alright, and then we'll do... So what I'll do... Basically, Lewington and Barrett... They take one look at the PWO and go, oh my god, look at you guys. You're a joke. Why is this a thing? Why do you guys exist? So, they make a lot of fun of the PWO. The PWO, they take it in stride. They got a smile on their face and, they deal with it. Just basically, they could be the dickheads, Lewington and Barrett. Just the real, cruel, mean guys and, do that. Like streaming, you're my favorite streamer YouTuber. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Chavo and Escobar have Vicky on this side, kind of like how Papi's have Maria. That's a good thought. I think we could do that down the line. I think we want to have the PWO win, unfortunately, and it'd be probably best if they did beat Barrett and Lewington because they have similar-ish popularity. Lewington 47, yeah, and Barrett. Yeah, low 50s, so it'd be better. Brendan's living through Barrett and Lewington TW. You're not wrong. I can kind of express my thoughts and feelings about the PWO through Barrett and Lewington. What did I think of Extreme Rules? It was decent, man. It was decent. Can Undertaker have a fight tonight on Smackdown? Well, Undertaker's been out of action for a bit. We haven't used him since, I think, WrestleMania, I believe. We'll have a look. He's not going to have a match tonight, but he might have an appearance. He had a match on a Smackdown after WrestleMania. Did he really? Why did we do that? No idea why I did that. That seems odd. Yeah, so think about doing that. We've been hyping up The Undertaker the last few weeks. So maybe The Undertaker does come back. CM Punk interrupts him. Maybe just a stare down. They won't even say anything. Undertaker makes his return to SmackDown. CM Punk interrupts. Stare down. Like, they don't even have a promo. Like, Taker just comes out, does his entrance, gets in the ring. Boom, CM Punk's music hits, and they just stare each other down. That's it. Maybe that's how we close the SmackDown out. That's a big moment, so that probably should close things out. And that can kind of set things up there. How much does TW cost? I think about $35. Worth every penny, though, because the thing about TW is that it's one of those games you can just keep on playing forever, because if you get sick of one thing, change mods, and it's completely different again, you know? It's the same principle, but a lot of different elements to it, a lot of ways to keep it fresh. Alright, we need an opening match. Maybe Samoa Joe. Let's have him put the championship on the line, perhaps. Let's have a strong effort from a Cassius Ohno. Make Joe more of a fighting champion. Gotta wait till TW 2019. There will be I think there will be a 2019 TW, and I cannot wait for it. So, probably a good idea to do that, since this one's getting a little bit old now. Even Karma, is that still a thing? Yeah, it's still going. We'll go with it. Maybe another match between the two. Morrison versus Christian main event. Interesting. Have I got Christopher Daniels? No. So we'll do the PWO segment. Lewington. So, we've got the PWO out there, you know, cutting a promo or doing their thing. I don't even know what their thing is. They've got a thing, they're doing their thing. Is it a dance? Are they cracking jokes? Are they... I don't know. But they're doing their thing, whatever their thing is, until Lewington and Barrett interrupt and kind of make a mockery out of them. What do you think about Balor? Starting to agree with Vince that he's a bit bland. Well, Finn Balor's just stuck in the middle, isn't he? You know, there's not a lot he can really do. Let's do a good old sexist angle. Melina, Kelly. Trish, maybe. Eve, Jillian. Who else? Nah, not Beth Phoenix. Maurice, yeah. So I'm gonna do a big angle where we're having a dance contest for the women. Divas dance contest. Ruined by Karma, who destroys everyone. So the women are in the ring. They're doing a good old dance contest. Who's the best dancer? Karma comes out and just destroys them all. Beats them all up, ruins it all. And this is kind of a way where we can have a lot of the women on the roster starting to turn on Karma a little bit and kind of be against her a bit more and have Karma be more of an outsider. And that way, eventually, I suppose you could have a lot of the women starting to maybe join forces to try and take down this dominant Karma. Who could be the host of this contest? Who would love to do this? Maybe a Teddy Long. I could see him being all over it. Who else would love to host it? I mean, Jerry Lawler for sure, but he's not on this brand. This is his thing. This is what he lives for. What about a BrendenPlayz? He could host it. I'm sure he'd love it. Paul Heyman? Nah, he's a GM. Maybe R-Truth? Yeah, why not? R-Truth can host it. Why not? And just have it. Everyone get beat up a little bit. Maybe this sets up for a multi-women match at SummerSlam or something like that. I don't know. Basically, I just want to have all the women get themselves involved because we haven't used a lot of Kelly and Maurice and everything like that. So I just want to have an excuse to get them out there and get them involved. So R-Truth can host. There you go. And we'll remove the Eve segment. Sweet Puppy Sanchez. Yeah, I know. If I didn't have him in that other segment, he would be perfect for it. Because he is a pimp or whatever the hell. Maybe the next dance contest will give it to him. We'll put a rain check on it. Daniel Bryan can have a match. We've got to redeem ourselves. We've gone from having a dance contest. We've got to have a decent wrestling match to redeem ourselves. We've done this match a few times, I think. Oh, maybe more tag matches. How's Daniel's pops? Yeah, not bad. Chavo's is going okay, I think. A little bit of improvement, but I'll have Daniel go over. How to update the TW because there ain't any guides on YouTube. So you download the update, and there is like an exe file. You take that file, you copy it, and you paste it over your existing one under your program files, under the GDS folder. So find the GDS folder under your program files, replace that exe, the original exe, with the new one, and it'll give you the new patch. Pretty easy. I do recommend keeping your game updated because you never know when they come up with a new update that just makes the game a little bit better. Melina and Maurice are in a feud, so you do kind of hit 2 on 1 there, which is good. What else we got? We've kind of used up a lot of people. Still struggling with the babyface side of things, aren't we? A lot more heels. Give the Miz a match, perhaps. Problem about the Miz, he doesn't really have a lot of like. There's no real mid-carders for him to beat on SmackDown. That's SmackDown's issue. There's not like, you know, a couple low-end guys that Miz can just go over easily and kind of boost his stocks a bit. Really. And we need a bit of a main event here, so... Is there a babyface team? Not really. Maybe a singles match. Edge. Someone did say Morrison and Christian, which yeah, I'd say we would have done for sure, but it's a pretty good match, so we might do that. It's a good way for Christian to prove himself. We have done it twice before. Or do we have Morrison lose? Give Christian the win? Oh, Christian's a little bit low. Or maybe we'll have Morrison win, thanks to a Triple H interference. So Triple H cost Christian the match. Put Edge on commentary, and he can blow up and complain. There you go. Put Undertaker's segment at the end. Cut some time of this match. This can drop a minute, and this can drop a 1 more minute as well. Go with that there, and we'll put that in between the big promos. So there you go, 95 minutes of SmackDown. Will I hire Kalisto? Not in this mod. Alright, so, and yeah, we'll have Undertaker and CM Punk finish things off at the end. So Undertaker makes his big return, and CM Punk's out there to interrupt it, and we kind of begin that feud. It won't happen at No Way Out. I don't know what's going to happen there. Maybe they have another face-to-face, or maybe they brawl or something like that at No Way Out, and then we do something further on from there. Alright, let's take a look. Samoa Joe and Owner to kick things off. 82 rated. Joe 88. Defends his championship for the 7th time, the Intercontinental title. They have pretty good chemistry, so there you go. Potential feud down the line. Yo, what have you missed? We're booking our 3rd show. Cassius Ohno got a performance of 70. Hey, not a bad segment here, actually. Pretty good. Maria and the PWO out there with Steve Lewington and Wade Barrett. That's a good segment, to be honest. All those guys have got very poor popularity. That might really help that out. There you go. Nice. 77. Daniel Bryan and Chavo, 81 rated. Nicely done. Bryan, 77. Chavo, much better, at 68. The women's dance contest wasn't all that great. I think because, yeah, primarily looks-based. We did a little bit too much on that. But Karma coming out there and beating the shit out of everyone, I'm sure that was fun. Karma looked excellent. Maurice looks excellent. R-Truth was a real star in this segment. There you go. Truth. I wonder maybe he carried it a little bit more. 70 rated in the end. Miz and Rhino 78. The Miz 91. Rhino 71. That's pretty good from Rhino. Main event was good. Morrison and Christian as expected. 93 rated. That should be a good match. Triple H interfered. Cost Christian the match. Morrison 92. Christian 85. And the last segment between CM Punk and The Undertaker. Taker finally shows up after being gone for a number of months. CM Punk, his music hits as The Undertaker is about to hit the microphone and say something. Punk's music hits, gets in the ring, and the two have a stare down to close out the show and tease a potential match down the line. Gives us a 90 rated show. Very good. Which World Championship is Miz going for? Not sure yet. TNA are offering Natalya a contract. Oh boy. Giving her a 5-year deal for 21 grand. Oh jeez. Okay. I tell you what, we're in trouble. We are in trouble here. Oh my goodness, we're in big trouble. I think hopefully the Tyson Kidd factor may help us a little bit. The fact that he's here on our show. We're in trouble. I think Natalya could be going to TNA. That'd be a big get for them. Oh no, I think we're okay. She's on board with us. Alright. Let her walk. Yeah, I don't know though. We just gave her a run with the belt. Be pretty rough for us just to lose our former champion straight away. It would be a good get for TNA, but not a good situation for us. And, oh god, why did I do this? I'm bringing back Hornswoggle, really? I'm bringing him back, and he's joining the PWO. God. This wasn't bad enough. Alright. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, man. Alright, let's take a look at some of the popularity changes, if there was any. What about the PWO? Well, Santino's up to 56.7. Maybe a slight boost, actually. A few more 57s, perhaps. And I say that because he had a pretty good segment there with Lewington and Barrett. And we'll check that out. Barrett, yeah, I'm not sure if there was a change there. Lewington, 48-ish, 47. Maybe a few more 48s than there was 47. So probably just bumping up in a few different regions there. Sweet Puppy Sanchez, 41. Maria, 52. Interesting. Santino's amazing mic skills. What is his mic skills? What? 92? What? 100 charisma? It's gotta be a rib. That's gotta be a rib. 100 acting? What? What the? No. Like, that's gotta be a joke. 192. What the I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Do you think there'll be a new TW game release soon? Yeah, probably next year. They seem to release one every 3 years. What will replace the 2006 save? Well, I want to do a 97, I think. I'd like to do an older one. I really do. The question is will I stream it or not? I don't know. But, yeah, I do want to do an older mod, and I've already done a WCW 2001 mod, so I want to go a little bit further back and do something there. Muhammad Hassan wants to get called up. Nah, not this time. So I do want to kind of do something there, but I don't know if I'll stream it or if I'd make videos on it. I prefer when I play TW, I think, to stream it. I think you can get so much more done. It's easier. It's more fun to stream it. I like the interaction rather than doing the videos about it. But I don't want to do any more than 2 stream series, obviously. We're having enough trouble as it is. I don't really want to do any more than 3 TW mods at a time. 2 at a time, rather. So I don't really want to add another third into the rotation. It's just too much. So perhaps we'd have to end one before we get to an older one. It's possible we might end this, or both of them, at WrestleMania. The next year's WrestleMania, we might end both mods. The 2018 and this one. Because we're getting to the point with this mod where we are doing so good and everything we kind of wanted to achieve is nearly being achieved. And we're at that point where everyone's obviously so popular. But we're getting to the point where a lot of the people that we're using are kind of in WWE now. So we're not really we're not using a roster that's kind of different to what we're seeing in the current product. And that's kind of what I want to do, is utilize a few more older names like the MVPs, the Kennedys, those types of guys. That kind of era, I wanted to kind of do a bit more with those guys. But now we're getting to the point where Seth Rollins is in, Bobby Roode's in, maybe AJ Styles will come in, I don't know. So we'll see, but I think maybe both will get until WrestleMania, and then maybe we stop both, because I only want to do 1 year of the current day one, because I don't want to go and do 2019 WWE. We don't even know what 2019 is going to look like. We could do 2019 next year, obviously. But if we did end both at the next WrestleMania, it would give us an opportunity to do 2 new mods or 1 new mod. Something like that. Killer Beepstar, thank you for the bits. How do I get my TW display like yours in game with the number engraved in box? So you got to download a skin. So look up skins and see what you like and download it. I'm using the blue something skin, obviously. Yeah, I'm not sure. Am I streaming again tomorrow? No. I don't know, because it's 7:30 AM right now for me. I'm not sleeping all day. I haven't slept yet overnight, so I'm trying not to sleep all day until about 8 o'clock at night. And then 8 o'clock at night, I'm going to probably sleep and sleep and sleep. Hopefully, I can fix my sleep pattern and wake up at a reasonable time. Probably won't stream, but I will be in the sleep pattern to start streaming again more often. So maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Do a 1980 mod. I do have the 1980 mod, but I don't find that time period interesting. Can you do 2002? I've kind of done that era. I did WCW 2001 until 2005, so I've done that time period. You guys think this is the best mod? 2008 mod? Or an ECW Lives mod? Nah. Get some rest? No, I'm trying to stay awake. X20, welcome to the show. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm doing good. I'm obviously tired, but I'm hanging in there. Alright, so we'll put Hornswoggle on. And I'll have Sweet Mama Maria manage him. I don't think he's going to be wrestling, but oh God, I hope not. But oh, that's right, he hasn't got his name changed. So what you do is you put one. So if they're a tag team, to get them 2 managers, you give Sweet Puppy Sanchez 1, and then you give Santino Maria to give them both. And sometimes you'll have a single person not have chemistry with one manager, and if you have 2, you can just switch them over to the other guy. That way they're still out there managing. But yeah. X23, thank you so much for subscribing with a tier 1 2 months in a row. Appreciate that so much, man. You fix your sleep pattern like that too. It worked for me last time. Like, I did the big all-nighter and I made it to 8 o'clock at night, and then I just crashed, burned. But then I woke up the next morning at 7, 8 o'clock, and I fixed my sleep pattern. Boom, where we went. Like, I had a stupidly long sleep, but I was all good after that. And I tried, edging my sleep pattern back an hour, then back an hour, but eventually I would just stay up late the next night and I'll just ruin all the progress. So it became too hard. So this is my way of trying to fix that. Bubba Ray got in a fight with Sabu. Well, guys, you're having a match tonight in the pay-per-view. Let's kind of wait for the ring, then you can beat the shit out of each other. Snoopy, yes. There you go with the emotes. I like the emotes. We need to get a few more subscribers so we can unlock a lot more subscribers. So hopefully we start streaming a little bit more. We can give you some guys some more emotes to use. All right, so ECW, let's look. So we might open up with the tag team championship match. I think we're going to do a title change here. So the plan obviously was to give Rude and Rollins the belts for a short period of time, have that run as a tag team, lose the championships, and then have a feud afterwards. They can blame each other. Shelton Benjamin can win. Seth Rollins can lose. And we'll do a flash pinfall. Benjamin gets Rollins just to protect Rollins a little bit because we don't want him losing any popularity. Seth Rollins is unhappy. Well, why? Now, do we do the turn at One Night Stand? I think so. If you want to have a big thing happen, you've got to have it probably happen on a pay-per-view. It does a lot more. So what have we got? We got something. Stretcher attack. Nah. Maybe we'll just do our own. So Seth Rollins and Bobby Roode. Roode Rollins argue over the loss. Roode attacks Seth. Put him through a table. So Seth can go through the table there. Meme start, thank you for the bits. You probably said it and sorry for bothering. Yeah, but how do I apply the skin? So you download it. You go to your program files, the GDS folder, and there is a skin folder under that, and you'll find, and you just copy the file that you downloaded and place it into there. A 2000 mod would be cool. Yeah, I want to go back further. I feel like, you know, doing 90. I'm starting at 96. Ideally, sorry, at 97. Ideally, I wanted to do 96, but the 96 mods are okay, not great. And I wanted to do it at the beginning of 97, which is when kind of the Attitude Era starts to emerge. But there is no 97 mods that start at the beginning of 97 that I know of anyways. I think there's one in August, but if you're going to do August, you might as well go and do November and December, because the August mod is terrible and the December mod is great. So you might as well wait that little bit longer. So that's what I did. The post-Montreal mod is where I would start. Which is interesting, because how would you book Raw after the screw job? How would you book WCW with Bret Hart and Starrcade with Hogan and Sting, all that? It's a very interesting time period, actually. We'll do Mr. Candy, can have a promo early on the show. Why not? He's the champ, after all. Do I replace the default ones? No, you just put it in there. You can possibly use Bret Hart as poorly as WCW actually did. Well, what my idea is for Bret Hart is obviously he signs with WCW after Survivor Series. You can't use him until December, and you could have his first match be at Starrcade. For some reason, he didn't have a match at Starrcade. Now, I heard one person say, or read something that contractually he couldn't do it. I don't know about that, but if that's the case, fair enough. But if not, well, I don't know what the hell happened there. But so what I would do. So I just recently watched it. The NWO, they believe they had Bret Hart signed. He was going to be with the NWO. He's one of them now. But in actual fact, Bret Hart isn't one of the NWO. But they don't know that. Bret Hart, he comes along, they make this big tag match, WCW versus NWO. You know, Scott Hall, Buff Bagwell, whoever, some of the NWO guys. Bret Hart's on their team, facing some of the WCW guys like Ric Flair, maybe Roddy Piper, DDP, some of the guys that have been beaten up and embarrassed by the NWO throughout the last year. Bret Hart comes out, doesn't get tagged in the match until like the very end, and then he turns on the NWO and joins up with the WCW, helps them win. It kind of begins a big Bret Hart WCW feud. And then, you know, you bring in like the Hart Foundation guys, Davey Boy, Jim Neidhart to join him up there, and eventually Bret Hart starts to overcome the NWO, who's been so overly powerful for the last year. Bret Hart starts to unravel the NWO, and there's issues internally with them, and then eventually Bret Hart helps destroy the NWO and blah blah blah. So that's kind of where my thinking with that is anyways for that. So so let's do this 5-way match. I'm just trying to remember who's in it. I feel like this could be it. I might be wrong. Where are we? It's a 6-man match, not 5-man. Okay, you are a moron. Put one more in there. How could I forget about Zack Ryder? Pretty easily, but sorry, Zack. Forgot about you. As did the rest of the WWE universe, if you want to call it that. And Drew McIntyre. So what the idea, I guess, behind this match is what I wanted it to be like a number 1 contender match. If Kennedy's going to win, then what the hell do we do? SummerSlam. Kennedy's probably going to beat Sheamus. I don't know. Give it to MVP. It doesn't have to be number 1 contenders. It's basically just an excuse to have a match on the card, to be honest with you. The newer Hart Foundation allies with WCW challenging NWO. Yeah, that's kind of how I would do it like that, you know. Imagine Hulk would have creative control in the mod like he did in real life. Not sure yet, because I haven't booked Hulk in a match, especially haven't booked him to lose. But I would say he would. I would. It's a pretty accurate mod, so I'd say he probably would have that creative control. Do you watch TW YouTubers? I've never watched anyone play TW other than myself. Good Big Show promo. No ECW originals. Well, yeah, we do have ECW originals on the show tonight. We've got the Dudleys and Sabu and Tommy Dreamer. The Dudleys, they must have turned heel at some point. Now we'll make this a gimmick match. ECW rules, yeah, why not? Sabu, Tommy Dreamer, Bubba Ray, Devon. Give the win to the Dudleys. No, we didn't turn them. I think we were meant to turn them, I believe. Yeah. So we're probably meant to turn them on the recent ECW show? Okay. Well, I think it was a bit of a... The idea was probably like a showcase of the originals. Like, oh, hey, it's, you know, it's easy, you know, some legends of ECW battling away, fighting each other, having a match, and then, you know, the Dudleys winning, and then maybe they beat him down afterwards. So we'll have them turn here. 2 turns on a night, huh? Both turning heel. Interesting. Probably not the best idea to do that, but... So either do it here, or on a TV that's not going to have the same type of effect. We'll do Big Show and Jericho, which could almost main event. Who won last time between these two? Jeez, they've had some matches. I guess they were tagged up. So Big Show beat Jericho at SummerSlam. There you go. So maybe this time we'll have Jericho beat the Big Show. Jericho can get his win back. And we'll have him cheat to win, because why not? What mod are you using to play this? It's a pretty obscure mod in a way that you're not going to be able to find it, really. Like, I had to really dig deep to find this one. It was originally a 2010 mod that I converted to 2013, which I converted again to 2016. So it was a real life mod of 2009, December. Oh, what was it? Just before Survivor Series, so like a November mod in 2009. So I do need to re-upload it again so everyone can download it. I'll do it at some point. But yeah. So it doesn't have a specific name is what I'm trying to get at, this mod. Alright, so we've done that big singles match. Yeah, we probably will do RVD and Homicide. Now, Jericho and Big Show deserve a promo package, to be fair, so we'll put one for them for their match. And we'll do another one for RVD and Homicide. Now, the only thing is, do I give RVD the belt? Homicide's been champion forever. And I wanted him to be champion forever. I wanted him to be, you know, the king of hardcore, for example. You know, a great hardcore champion. He's defended the title 70 times, had it since April last year. So he's been champion well over a year, it seems. RVD would be a good man to win the championship. He has improved. His performances have improved, to be fair. I just don't know who else would win it. I mean, I guess we were gearing up for a big Seth Rollins and Homicide feud, which might be the only other thing. Homicide is killing it, to be fair to him. Do I give that win to RVD, who hasn't really been killing it and is an older guy? Or do we save Homicide and, well, I guess you'd say Bobby Roode and Seth Rollins would be the match at SummerSlam. Yeah. Maybe we just keep the belt on Homicide until Seth Rollins is ready. Yeah. Okay. Have RVD win and then Homicide gets it back. Yeah, I do know the hardcore title is definitely like all about, you know, quick little short title reigns. But I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, look, I know I should. Like, it's not a big deal. I guess RVD could get it, win it, to spice things up, but Homicide gets it back from RVD. RVD holds it for a month or two, Homicide gets it back, then Seth Rollins comes in. That'll spice it up a little bit. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. And that'll give Homicide a little bit of extra something to do for a little bit. BC, welcome to the stream, man. Zombie, I don't think I said hello to you. Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Yeah. Homicide, RVD, stamina, 76. I don't know if this type match should go that long. Yeah, alright. Okay, we'll do it. RVD can win the belt for a bit. And then Homicide can attack. RVD. Get his heat back. Pissed off that he lost. Alright. And that should give us enough time for the main event. Mr. Candy and Sheamus. I don't know what the plan is for Kennedy going forward or who's going to take the belt from him just yet. I think maybe some are saying it's probably looking like a multi-man match at this point for the ECW. But Sheamus and Kennedy is a good match anyways. And we'll go for it. Stamina 73. Ooh, maybe you can't go too long. 88 for Kennedy. 21 might be safe. Kennedy can win. And again, we'll have him kind of cheat, use the ropes or something like that to cheat and beat Sheamus. Protect Sheamus a little bit. You should watch someone like BrendenPlayz who writes everything out. Nah. I ain't got time for that. I got so many things going on, like if I try and write everything out, it'll take me forever just to get anywhere. Plus, I've been pretty good at remembering what I want to do. Like, it's just because I haven't played this mod for like 3 or 4 weeks now. It's the only reason why I've forgotten what's going on a bit. Normally I play it every week, so I do remember everything most of the time. Have we covered everything? Yeah, we've done that, we could maybe try and squeeze something else for some of our lower end guys. I'm not sure what we could really do with them. Maybe some of the tag division. Seems like a few tag teams there. So maybe Jimmy, JTG, where's J? There he is. Shad, Kalen, Croft, Trent Beretta, Zach. Oh, Zach is in a match, isn't he? Tajiri, he speaks English, doesn't he? Yeah, I knew that. And we'll go Kurt Hawkins. So this is an easy way to get him on the card. Just quick little segment. They give their prediction for tonight's main event match. We won't mention. Oh, we did mention the main event. It would improve, but it would also bring the quality down of the storyline heat. Yeah, we won't do that. We'll squeeze it on there. Give them a couple minutes there, and they can just be on the card. That should feature just about everybody. Yeah, no one really missing out. I only think Masato Tanaka. Oh, and Davey Richards. Miss out. You know what? There's one way to fix that. Give Davey Richards a win on the pre-show. Boom! Just bet everyone's on the card. There you go. Alright, so let's take a screen grab of this and let's predict tonight's One Night Stand pay-per-view. Maybe we'll add a post celebration for Kennedy. David Noble, yeah, he's missing, hasn't he? Just thinking, what could I do at the end here? Yeah, I'm not sure like if there's any segments there that would would be good to go with. I was just thinking, okay, what could I do Kennedy post-match other than celebrate or do a standard attack or something like that. I mean, we could do that, but yeah. We'll do the handshake thing. You know, Sheamus can try and shake the hand of Kennedy, and obviously Kennedy is this dickhead, arrogant, cocky heel, so he doesn't do it. Do I watch being the elite? No. Kennedy gets the mic and steal your chair. Yeah, that could work. Okay, let's take a look. So, this is One Night Stand for ECW. Here's the results. So, first up, we'll get the match. We'll get you guys to predict Rollins and Bobby Roode versus World's Greatest Tag Team. What do you think the result will be for that one? Pre-show match was 61 rated. Davey Richards versus Tanaka. Richards 65. Tanaka 56. Not too bad. Obviously it was heel versus heel. We knew that. But it was a way to get him on the card. I think pretty much everyone else. I think maybe Jamie Noble was the only guy to kind of miss out there. Next up, Rollins and Roode versus World's Greatest Tag Team. Well, this could be anything. This could be anything. The World's Greatest Tag Team always perform really well as a team. But Rollins and Roode, still a new team, but perform pretty well individually. So let's take a look. You guys are saying around the low 80 mark. I think you might be right. I'm going to say probably 82. 77. Not as good as you probably expected. Bobby Roode 79. Rollins 81. Charlie Haas 76. Shelton Benjamin 96. The World's Greatest Tag Team win the championships again after Seth Rollins was pinned by Shelton Benjamin with a roll-up. Rollins can't believe it. Neither can Bobby Roode, who attacks Seth Rollins after the match, putting him through a table. 18 segments? Jesus. I think he's ready for the turn. He turns on Seth Rollins. We kick things off with Bobby Roode and Seth. Probably for SummerSlam, if we can fit it on the card. Hopefully we can. But yes, so finally Bobby Roode snaps, turns on Rollins. 92 rated. Good segment. That should really help their popularity too. Kennedy promo of 90 on Sheamus. Oh, forgot to let you guys predict this one. Next match will be Sabu and Dreamer versus the Dudley Boys. We've got the six-way matchup, which got 85, probably better than I expected. Zack Ryder 74, Carlito 73, MVP 91, Mike Knox 65, Kofi 89, Drew 79. Six-way match with MVP, I believe, won. Yes, he did. So, Kofi Kingston was the last man. It was an elimination match, apparently. Mike Knox, Zack Ryder, Carlito, Drew McIntyre, and Kofi. Hey, I think they got that absolutely spot on with the eliminations and how I would do that. Nice. That's pretty cool. 85, though, is really good. So, next match will be Sabu and Dreamer versus the Dudley Boys. First, we have a Big Show promo on Jericho. You guys are saying 73, 72. Well, you got the Dudley Boys, who obviously have the chemistry. Sabu and Dreamer are a pretty decent team. I think it is an Extreme Rules match. So, but it is face versus face, I believe. So, I'm going to say 67. Jeez, I was wrong. 81. Okay, very good. 81 rated. Tommy Dreamer 76, Sabu 65, the Dudleys 83. Nice. That's pretty good, considering it was face versus face. The Dudleys have not quite turned yet. But I don't think we got penalised for that. It didn't meet the crowd's expectations, though. Okay. Not sure what was wrong with it. Match length? No. And afterwards, the Dudleys, they laid out Dreamer and Sabu. So they beat them up a little bit further. And that was basically to prove that they are the better legends of it. They are the legendary tag team of ECW. They're the legends, not these guys. Just a kind of way to one up them. Next up's Big Show and Jericho one-on-one, which are an 86 rated video for them. So we'll go. Ooh, Jericho Big Show. I'm going to say 93. I think this is going to be a big one. I feel like this could have main evented. if this was perhaps their SummerSlam feud, I probably would say this should main event. But I think a 93 would be pretty good. It's a feud that's actually gone on a while, isn't it? I mean, Jericho and Big Show, you know, they started off, there was obviously tag team, and then they had their match and kind of were separated brands, and now they're back together on the same brand, and we picked the feud up straight away. So it was cool that we did that. I think it should work. It is Big Match Show. Big Show does seem to deliver on the big match. So let's take a look. Wow. 96? Are you kidding me? Jericho got the win. He used a foreign object, so he cheated, probably the brass knucks or something like that. Cheated on to beat the Big Show. Jericho 90, Big Show 86. 96 match. Wow. I thought maybe 93, 92, something like that. But 96, that is big. Damn. Indeed. Big Match Show strikes again. You're not wrong, Raven. Big Match Show is the real deal. Next up is RVD and Homicide. But here you go. That's it. Big Show's crazy, man. Like, it's funny because I had him in a match on my 97 mod as the Giant in WCW. I think he had a 56 rated performance or something like that, and he had 80 popularity. He was atrocious. But here he is, delivering an 86 for me in ECW. Brilliant. Alright, so Superstars in the back, kind of giving their predictions on tonight's main event. So that was a way to obviously get them all on the card, and it kind of worked out there. Next up, though, is Homicide and RVD. The promo was 84. Ooh. Alright. It is a hardcore Extreme Rules match, whatever you want to call it, so that could bring the quality down. Could improve it. Not sure. But, we'll see. Homicide and RVD. It's been building for a while now. So let's take a look. You guys are saying low to mid 80s. I'll say 84. I think RVD will be the issue, not Homicide, but we'll see. 78. Ooh. Homicide 84. RVD was pretty good though, 77, but RVD finally wins the ECW Hardcore Championship with a 5-star frog splash, defeating Homicide, becoming the champion for the first time in the series. And Homicide finally loses the championship. He'll get it back eventually, but yeah, there you go. Finally losing that championship. 78 for the build and all the time and energy we spent into making this match specialish. A little bit disappointing we didn't quite get there. Penalized for drugs, declining physical ability, and obviously not meeting the crowd expectations. The contract risk being high. Well, it's One Night Stand. Of course the content risk is going to be high. Alright. And now it's main event time. Kennedy and Sheamus. Before we get there. Oh, there you go. High on drugs. You couldn't stay off the drugs on one night for me, Van Dam. Homicide beating down RVD afterwards. After losing the belt. 90 rated there. JB, welcome to the stream, man. Great to see you again. Always good to have you here. Well, Kennedy and Sheamus. Well, could you believe this is main eventing a pay-per-view? But yeah, Kennedy's got 90 pop, Sheamus has got 89. It's crazy. But it's happening. It's main eventing a pay-per-view for the ECW Championship, and Mr. Kennedy is on fire. Sheamus doing well. The build and the storyline heat's pretty strong. Let's take a look at the promo video. 90. That's good signs. 90 rated for the promo video, for the hype video. I'll say 95. I was going to say 93 again, but I'm going to go big. I'm pretty off tonight. I'm not really picking the winners very well, the results very well. So I'm going to say 95. I'm going to go high. Kenny and Sheamus. 96. Wow. Kennedy 94. Sheamus 92. 96. Kennedy won when he used some underhanded tactics, whatever that means. Cheating his way to a victory, defending the belt for the third time. 96. And can you believe it? Well, 90 rated there for the no handshake. Sheamus tried to shake the hand of Kennedy. Kennedy said, nope, not happening. And left it. Can you believe it? We had a 94 rated ECW pay-per-view. Can you believe that? That's crazy when you think about that. Like, ECW, when we started the series, was atrocious. Like, it was abysmal. Like, some of the worst, or probably the worst roster I've ever seen for a brand, ever. It was the worst. Nothing good about it whatsoever. Yes, we've changed the rosters a lot. Yes, we've added a lot of guys in, but we've also made guys. We've also built guys up ourselves. And to get a 94 for ECW is really freaking amazing. And a big turnaround. Unbelievable turnaround when you think about it. So there you go. So we'll give Kennedy, give him some love. We'll give Homicide some love because he had to do the job tonight. And Sheamus. So there you go. We'll go with those. Wow. 205 Live. Yeah, you are right. 205 Live is worse than ECW. You are correct. I forgot about that. But I don't really consider that a brand, so to say. I consider it as like a division rather than a brand. So 2.74 buy rates, and that gives us an incident of RVD, high on drugs as always. So frustrating, but you got to deal with it. It's just part of the job. It comes with RVD. If you got to get RVD on your roster, you got to deal with the fact that he's going to be high all the damn time. Take a look at ECW and some of the popularity swings and changes. Bobby Roode with the turn. Did he go up or down? 71 popularity he had. Sitting at 72-ish. Some areas he went up, some not so much. Bubba Ray up to 68. Whoa, I think that's a bit of a rise. Yeah, he was 64 last time we had him. So 68 for Bubba Ray. That's going to be good for Devon too, you'd assume. Carlito 65. Kalen Croft 41. He had a segment on the show. Did it really matter? Well, it looks like he went up a point. Looks like that segment helped him by a point, yeah. Charlie Haas winning back the tag titles. Still sits him at 55. He did go up one, though. Jericho went over the Big Show up to 88. I think he was about... Well, no, he was about... Yeah, about 86. I was going to say 85, but yeah, he was about 86-ish in most areas. Now 88, getting close in on 90 in some areas. That's good. Kurt Hawkins at 50. Again, did he improve? Maybe slightly. Very slightly. Richards 57. McIntyre 70-71. So where's he stand? So about the same. Well, at least he didn't go down. Devon 64. So the Dudleys had a good successful night. 61-64 after beating Tommy Dreamer. Homicide still, well, if anything, I think he feels like he went up in popularity again. Yeah. He was around 78. Now he's gone up into the 80s. So that beat up segment of RVD afterwards that was pretty successful worked out tremendously well. Now a Homicide in the 80s. The Usos 46. So Homicide in the 80s despite not even having a win, which is pretty crazy. Jimmy Uso 50. JTG 59. Would love to get Crime Time moving. They haven't really done a lot. 58. So yeah, JTG going up a point, which is good. Kofi dropping down to 85, 86. Ooh. Well, he kind of was already there, isn't he? So, unfortunately for Kofi, like he was champion for, had a run with the belt. He's sliding down the card a little bit because there's other guys ahead of him, or other guys we need to put in that position because Kofi's had his run, he's had his time. So, Kofi didn't have a lot of title defenses, just 4. So Kofi, potentially he might drop a little bit more popularity or lose a few more matches than we would possibly like. I guess he's 3-8. But we need to have Kofi Kingston just beat up some job guys for a few weeks. But yeah, so Kofi will probably lose a little bit there, but he'll gain back. Mike Knox 59. Tanaka 41. Looks like he might even gain a popularity point. Yeah, I saw him in 42 in a couple of regions there, so there you go. Even he's moving up a little bit. MVP 87, so he had the big pay-per-view win. It didn't go up. That's odd, despite beating Kofi. That's odd. Kennedy now 91, so again, a good match. Beat Sheamus. Segment afterwards. Into the 90s, well and truly at 91. RVD had a win over Homicide. Did pretty well. 77-ish. Oh yeah, so he was at 74, 75. Now 76-ish, 77. Big improvement. Sabu, no. Sabu should have probably went down. After all, got beaten up. 48, yeah. 48 to 45. Wow. There you go. Rollins 73. That's a potential... Well, I don't even know. No, he still probably gained in the end there, Seth Rollins, or got close to. Shad 66. Sheamus low 90s, so he's going up despite the loss. Benjamin doing well, 73. Where was he? Yeah, so he's gone up a little bit. Tajiri at 42. There you go. Small little improvement. Big Show 86-ish. Probably went down. Tommy Dreamer around the 60 mark. Where was he? I feel like he gained popularity not long ago. Yeah, he was. He went to 59 at one point, gained up to 60, 61. Now that's dropped again. Trent Beretta 44. I feel like he went up, and Zack Ryder. So that's where we stand with our roster. So a bit of improvement across the board. It had to. We needed the improvement, definitely. We had a couple of new champions, obviously, so... RVD, 77. 5-time champion overall. So Homicide will probably get it back, but yeah, RVD finally beats Homicide, and we probably will utilize some of the hardcore rules and maybe get the belt back to him. Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, 2-time ECW Tag Team Champions now, winning it off Rude and Rollins. I think, well, I don't even know who would beat them at this point. Maybe Zach and Kurt Hawkins, maybe get a run, or JTG and Shad. I think Crime Time would be a good shout, yeah. And Kennedy's still world champion there. Okay. So there you go. Crime Time turn heel. We just turned the Dudleys heel, so send Kofi to Raw. Kofi could use a switch in brands. Can MVP work face? I'm sure he can. 74. Am I ever going to turn the Hurricane heel? Potentially. Not a priority at the moment, though. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at now at ECW. We are a few weeks away from an next pay-per-view, No Way Out. Look, I would love to keep playing, but I am just really starting to get very, very tired. But we got through One Night Stand, rather. We are going to keep playing. We'll be back playing more TW this week. And I do apologize. I want to keep playing, but I'm struggling a little bit here. So, thank you so much for coming out to the stream, guys. We will stream more. We will do more. We'll do better in the coming weeks. Hopefully, I can stick it out and fix my sleep pattern. But I don't know if I can. I'm struggling. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, leave a like. If you're watching on the YouTube video, that is. If you're here watching on the stream, make sure you hit the follow button so you see more streams coming up in the future. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for everyone who donated the bits. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that so, so much. More than you know. Thank you guys for coming out. Fortnite? Yeah, you know what. I'm going on. Thank you guys.